Hey everybody, welcome back to a brand new Slice of Gaming. I am the only Pi 3 and 4, and we are playing a very special game on the Nintendo Entertainment System, and that game is Tetris. And it was licensed by Nintendo in 1989, but this is not the first appearance of it. No way, no how. I'm going to describe why this game is so special, so influential, and why it got on ING's top 100 greatest video games of all time. In fact, it got in second place. This was back in 2007 though. We don't want to see how the computer plays this. Okay, so we got two different game types here. We got A-type and B-type. I think the B-type is second two-player mode, but I don't got anyone to play with, so we're just going to stick with A-type. There's of course the infamous song that you're hearing from Tetris. I believe it's called Log and Ska in the pirated versions. Super Smash Bros. Brawl players would know this song off by heart. Same with this one here. I think it's called Bradenski in the pirated versions of this. And then there's this one, but, you know, that's boring and I don't know the name of it, so let's describe this game and get started here. There's 9 different levels. It doesn't go any further than 9, but as you can see, Howard made it up to level 9, and then you know what? I think we're going to kick his ass. Let's get started here. So this game was created in June 6, 1984 by a man named Alexei Pajanov. Probably one of the most infamous names in video game history. And so as you can see, for those who haven't played this game, and honestly, who hasn't with all the different versions that have been released for it, the concept of the game is to form lines. And you might be wondering what I'm doing here. I'm trying to form a Tetris. Tetris is when you get 5 lines in a row. And this will also screw players over too. Because as you can see, I kind of need that long piece right now, which I'm getting next, thankfully. There we go. That is a 5 in a row, or a Tetris. And so the name came from the Greek prefix of tetra, as the tetra stands for 4, and as you can see, each game piece has 4 different segments onto it. Throughout the history of the game that's been out, there's been 70 million copies released of it. And you know why? This is such like a simple concept. I mean, who can't get this right? All you need to do is make lines. That's all there is to it. Anybody could do it. And you know what? They had it right, I have to say. They obviously had it right because there's been millions and millions and millions of different versions released for pretty much every system possible. It's been released on the iPods for sure. I know it's been released on the Game Boy. Oh, we've got a different level here. As soon as we hit a certain amount of lines, you can go to the next level. And also, what else can I say about this game here? I know there's one on the Nintendo 64. I think it's called Tetrisphere. So lots of different versions have been released for it. But this is kind of the puzzle game that started really influencing other puzzles games to get going, like Tetris Attack. Like a lot of games have just had the Tetris name to it. And a brief history of this game is that the IMB PC was eventually made its way into Budapest, and where it was ported to play, this particular game was ported to play on different consoles in Budapest and Hungary. And then of course it was cough cough discovered by a British company, aka was trying to get stolen from it. And so they were trying to buy off the rights from Alexei Pajanov so that they could have this game. But that rights fell through. Oh, I should stop talking here and actually start paying attention. So we're also going to see how far I can get here. I'm hoping I can get pretty far, but so far I'm not faring so well. I'm a little bit rusty. I have the pirated version actually. There's been, like I mentioned before, there's pirated versions out there. There is almost every single version of Tetris that you can find on this. Anyways, about the history of the game itself. The company in Britain that was trying to buy the rights to this game was unfortunately sold out by Spectrum Holobytes, if anyone's ever heard about that. So they failed to sell the deal, and, well, the rest is history. Now, as you can see, it's obviously on the Nintendo Entertainment System. It's kind of been kept on there. I think there might have been one released on the Sega, but honestly I'm not too sure about that one because I've stuck to Nintendo most of my life. As if you couldn't tell by the amount of Nintendo-related walkthroughs I've been doing. This stick piece. And, of course, this game is so famous that people have made theses about this game. thesis being if this game could be played forever. Because as you know, the game ends when your tower of lines here hits the very top. And the thesis of, can this game be played forever? But it's been recently discovered that because of how many S-shaped pieces and Z-shaped pieces, and the pieces I'm talking about will probably pop up next here right away. Of course now I'm getting an abundance of line pieces. These pieces here, you'll get a large abundance of those and they'll create gaps all over the place. As you can see, I'm already getting one. And eventually this will force the stack up to the very top. So there's really no known way to play this game forever. At least not hacked anyways. That is known. So, it's kind of interesting how just the concept of just making lines just became such a huge hit. It's just kind of one of those fun puzzles games that anybody could sit down and play. Like I said before, shit ton of pirated versions, that's how popular this game became. And of course the music itself is pretty infamous as well. Log and ska has been transferred over to many other beats as well. And of course people play this game on sides of buildings. Also there's performances on it on YouTube. You can see like real life Tetris. You can search that, I know you can. It's probably one of the top rated videos on there, I'm pretty sure. I forget who it's by though, but you can search it. And of course, Mega 64 does one too. Kind of does like a spoof of it, I guess you could say. Where somebody's walking around with a Tetris block on their head. I'm pretty sure that most people have seen that if they watch Mega 64. I'm not really a big fan of them anymore. They're kind of, old thing. I'm just in time. Line pieces. Let's see. I'm at level 6 right now. We've already beaten the top score because you can play this game safely, I like to call it, or dangerously, which is kind of how I played. I played on the dangerous level where I try to go for the Tetrises as opposed to just making lines, just because I tend to go for score. Of course, that's the whole point of games back in the day, right? Is to just get a score. There's no other point to it other than just beating the high score. Okay, I'd like to get another piece that'll actually help me. This is not gonna help, but I'll just put it there anyways. I remembered, like... Oh, and as you can hear, the music's picked up because I've got that little tower building, but that's been easily taken care of. And as the levels continue to progress, the pieces will fall faster and faster. So I haven't really noticed too much of a difference yet. I do on the pirated version, that's for sure. And also in 2009 is when Tetris has been around for 25 years. Google celebrated that by having Tetris-shaped letters on their logo, if anyone remembers that, probably around June. Yeah, so I'm gonna try, like I said before, I'm gonna try doing like a marathon just to see how far I can get. So I hope this isn't too horribly boring for you. I'll try to liven it up here. Oh, now it starts getting really fast. You can also push down on the controller just to make your pieces fall faster, but when it gets to this speed, I usually tend not to. This is kind of when you want to stop playing for points, I think anyways, and just kind of start making lines. Because one screw up is going to royally fuck you over later on in the game. Let's see, what else can I say about this game? What else is there to say? It's a legend in its own description. Like, you just have to play it just to know it, pretty much. Oh shit. There we go. Gotta think fast on your feet sometimes. One wrong move is gonna ruin everything. Okay, I need a stick. I need a stick piece. Or the L-shaped piece. Aw, stupid squares. Okay, you know what? I'm just gonna have to... Whoa! Go for a line here. See, this is kind of when your concentration starts breaking here. There's my line piece. Okay, now I'm gonna try my best here just to fill up those lines. Come on. Sweet. Might get a bit of a stack going here, but that's okay. Whoa! Saved by this shit! I didn't use that stick piece too well. I think I am screwed over. But no, it's never too late for that, right? Oh shit. Oh shit. I only made it to level 8. So we get this little scene here which is our score. There's our celebration, it's a rocket ship. Some awesome Russian music. Congratulations, you were a tester master! Alright, let's put in my name here. Pay! Okay, hurry up. Fuck it, whatever. Alright, anyways, I am out of time, guys, so I will catch you guys later. See you next time!